Let's talk about the real housewife of Atlanta. Charles Oakley says, "Where did you meet me, Ashimia?" "Oh, I met you at a wedding." He said, "You seen me at the wedding. Do you know me?" And Annie, Annie is such a gossiper. He asked Charles Oakley, "Where did you meet Phaedra at?" Phaedra said, "You know I've been knowing Charles." He said, "Where at? Where at?" I kind of like that. Let me be honest with you. Knowing the word knowing someone, a lot of black people don't know the meaning of knowing. If I haven't spoken on the phone with you, if I don't call you every day, you never been to my home, we never break bread together. We never spoke on the phone. I never invited you to my home. We never went out to eat. You're not my friend. You are my acquaintance. That does not mean because you see me at an event knowing you know me. And he shot Shamia and Faye Jordan. I love me some Charles Oakley. He's totally my kind of man. I just like him. He was right. He does not know these women. So with Phaedra out here lying, he put her in her place. He won. Okay, in my opinion, he won. And then with Shamia and Portia fight, the stuff don't make any sense. Let me just say this. It does not make any sense. Shamia, if someone doesn't like you, right now you guys are co-workers. You need to coexist, get your money and keep it pushing. Forget about this so emotional. You here apologizing to people that could give to, they don't care. At the end of the day, Shamia, you boring. If you don't man up, you may not make this season. I don't know if you're going to get a piece back, but I'll be honest with you. If you don't man up, you're not going to get this. I'm being honest with you. And Drew was right for calling you a lapdog. You were a lapdog to Portia. I don't know why you didn't just sit on her lap when you were so, she called me a lapdog this whole season. She have all rights to call you a lapdog. That was the energy you were giving us. And then with Dennis saying, Drew said you should run me my money. I think Drew was simply saying, if we go to an event, if I do a show, run me my money. I think that's what that lady meant. She wasn't trying to say, Dennis, run me my money in what way. Portia is so petty. Ain't nobody want Dennis but you. And I believe that's why Dennis was like, oh, when Annie asked, oh, do you still like Portia? He said, yeah, Portia's the free woman now. She is free, and allegedly you guys do mess around. We can see it, okay? If you want Portia, you can have her, because ain't nobody want her. FYI, because if somebody wanted her, she would be off the market right now. She been single for a while now. So, and then with Cynthia, I don't understand why she was even on there. You know, she didn't really bring anything. Friend of the show didn't bring nothing. Zero nothing. And with even with the Shamia, Portia, it was all boring. We didn't need three part of the same boring stuff. That's why I didn't post it. It was just so boring to me. I didn't need all of that. I don't need all of that stuff. Any of them, it's just, man. We need something better. We need better energy. We need people with real storylines. We don't need Shamia and Portia. Shamia, nobody cares. You and Portia been friends since you were babies. I don't care. And I don't care about your mother buying Portia, mom, daycare. What's wrong with that, Portia? If your mom didn't pay for her daycare and it went for foreclosure and somebody was able to buy it, what's the big deal? I would have purchased it too. I don't understand. What is the big deal? Why didn't you pay for it then? Oh, the only time we noticed when her mom was because we walked there and saw the sign, they were changing the sign. Somebody else would have bought it. So what is the beef over? I really don't get it. And then when Ralph got on there and said, Shamia, not Shamia, Drew, you did tell me Dennis was trying to holler at you. I believe Dennis was trying to talk to Drew. But Drew kept it a little classy. But I believe it. Drew is pretty. What's wrong with her? She's gorgeous. I don't see anything wrong with Drew, But I believe when Drew said, run me my money, she mean when we go to events, I need my money. Because Dennis don't like to pay. Allegedly, the hot dog man doesn't like to pay. What else again? Charles Oakley. He asked the girl, where's your man? And Shamia was like, my man is at home. Nobody cares, Shamia. Nobody cares. Shamia, if you so boring, if you don't bring some spark this season, I'm going to personally write to Andy to remove you off the show. because I ain't trying to hear no boring story. Introduce also your family. We want your real life. You got a lot of wealth. I don't understand why you ain't showing us. And please, we don't care about labels here. We don't care about the clothes you wear, okay? Because you are not a fashionista, Shabia. You're not. Label does not make you a fashionista. Back in the day, I used to be a fashionista. I know what it is to dress. You know, wearing labels, those are who used to dress. We just didn't focus on label. We focus on key part of fashion. And if you're a fashionista, you know what that means. Certain things spark up your clothes. Sometimes it's your shoes, your bag, your dress. Every lady should have a black blazer in the closet, a black dress, you know, a black pants, a white t-shirt or a white shirt, and a nice shoe and a nice bag. Every lady should have that in her closet. I'm just saying. So, you know, I can teach you a little thing about fashion, but I don't do fashion no more. I roll my muff every now and then. But that was it. Charles Oakley won, in my opinion. Keep up the good work. Man, y'all need to post. And what I love about Charles Oakley, in closing, he supported his wife. You know, he wasn't trying to take the spotlight. And that man do love his wife. You need to cut it out. That man love his wife. If he didn't love his wife, he won't be here with her. He said it.